Okay, this is day 8, letting go of bitter roots. I'm reading from Ruth chapter 1, 19 to 21. So the two women went on until they came to Bethlehem. When they arrived in Bethlehem, the whole town was stirred because of them, and the women exclaimed, "Can this be Naomi?" "Don't call me Naomi," she told them. "Call me Mara, because the Lord, the Almighty, has made my life very bitter. I went away full, but the Lord has brought me back empty. Why call me Naomi? The Lord has afflicted me. The Lord, the Almighty, has brought misfortune upon me." So back in those days, towns were very close-knit communities. Everybody would have remembered Naomi leaving with Elimelech and their 2 sons over a decade ago. So her return caused quite a stir with her new daughter-in-law. I'm sure many people would have been pleased to reconnect with Naomi. The well-wishers greeted her warmly, but Naomi wanted to let them know about the tragedies that occurred in Moab. To demonstrate that she was in a semi-mourning state, Naomi asked people to call her bitter, which is Mara, instead of her given name, Naomi, which means pleasant. She explained that she left with hope but has returned empty. As we saw before, all 3 male figures in her household dying was a huge tragedy for her. And because of the economic implications within the patriarchal society they lived in, it was even more of a tragedy than would have been the case today. In Naomi's mourning, she declares that this has occurred at the hand of God. She refers to it as affliction and misfortune. She's letting the townspeople know of the vulnerable place she is in. She has land here in Bethlehem, but without a male heir, she cannot claim it. She's in the position we see in the New Testament of being a genuine widow in need of assistance. Ruth is also a widow, but she's of an age where she can work and remarry. So that is what happens. Ruth will go out to work, while Naomi will remain at home. Okay, so what do we learn from this? Well, how do we apply it? Was Naomi right to get bitter? Well, when tragedy strikes our situations, are we allowed to portion blame to God? It's certainly understandable for Naomi to be down, for her to communicate her sadness to those around her. Even though her husband died many years ago, the loss of her 2 sons seemed to be quite recent. So unless you're a parent that has outlived your children, it's very difficult to even imagine this sort of loss. But Naomi goes beyond appropriate mourning when she declares she is bitter. Bitterness is not good. Hebrews 12:15 says this, "See to it that no one falls short of the grace of God, and that no bitter root grows up to cause trouble and defile many." Bitterness can take root in somebody, and it can have a knock-on effect to those around them. We should mourn and be sad and ask God questions about what happened. We have to guard against bitterness. It's poison to have it in our soul. If you're crossed over from sadness into bitterness, take a moment to say sorry to God right now. If you're bitter towards a specific person, don't hold on to that bitterness. Take a moment and choose to forgive that person. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to deny what happened or let them off the hook or even re-establish relationship. It means you choose not to hold on to the bitterness anymore. Instead of plotting revenge, you hand them over to God, the judge of the universe. Either they will at some point fall on the mercy of Jesus themselves and Jesus take on their punishment, or they won't and will have to bear the full weight of their punishment before Jesus. I want to lead you through a prayer for this. Jesus, I'm sorry if I've allowed myself to get bitter. Please show me now if I'm holding on to any bitterness. Just pause and just see if anything comes to mind. If something does, say, I now choose to let go of this bitterness. And I choose to forgive, and then name the people that come to mind. I choose to forgive them for all that happened. I let go of the option to plot revenge, and I hand and name the people over to you. Jesus, I pray that they will bring this whole situation before you and receive the same mercy and forgiveness I have received. Amen. God bless, guys. Dealing with forgiveness is a huge thing. So do take the time, rewind the video, pause it, go through the prayer, and just make sure the hearts are clean. We want to have no bitterness at all. It defiles many, so it affects lots of other people. Have a good day.